Hey there, Chris Casey here with Unlock Realty, your go-to resource for buying, selling, and relocating here in Central Florida. Today, I'm breaking down the Clermont, Florida housing market for November 2025 using the latest data accessible. So if you're thinking about making a move in 2026, like and subscribe for updates like this that you'll definitely need to see and be part of. So a quick market snapshot is you'll see is the key price indicators. The median sale price is down 2.3% year over year at 433,000. Recent closed transactions are hovering right around $489,000. You'll also see the Zillow index shows a 4.5% year over year decline. Obviously, with some of those Zillow pricing and Zillow's estimates, there's a lot of inaccuracies there. But again, using this as a guide, you'll see things are dipping a little bit and price adjustments are happening, which honestly reflect a natural market correction after some of the growth we've seen since COVID. Days on market shows the market is shifting. Properties are sitting longer because sellers are still pricing like it was 22 and 2023. So we're approaching about 90 days on market in Clermont recently, where the peak of the market was, 20, 21 days in 21 and 22. The increase is universal across all price points and property types, signaling a fundamental shift in buyer behavior and market dynamics. Just over 1,100 active listings were on the market as of November 30th. This is above season norms. And part of this, again, is just sellers are coming on the market and agents listing properties at higher prices, not doing the market research, honestly, to see where you need to fall in. You're not just going to put your house on the market and see 50 people come to your open house and have multiple offers. That has shifted for the first time in years. So the market is 100% rebalanced. One huge number that we want to talk about, and this is a critical signal, is 45% of the homes in Clermont had a price drop. That's basically almost half of listings are having to drop the price. And all that's doing is leading to frustration on the seller's part, frustration on the agent's part. You're putting all this time, money, marketing in for a client for the property to just sit. And we all know if buyers see those long days on market, they associate the property with something negative. So some advantages for buyers right now is enhanced negotiating power. With inventory rising in the longer days on market, buyers sometimes are able to negotiate a more favorable term, which includes price concessions, repairs after inspections, maybe closing cost assistance, rate buy downs, again, as opposed to 21, 22, even a little bit into 23, where that wasn't the case. You'd be lucky if you could even get a home inspection at that time. With, 1,100 plus active listings on the market, even at this moment, as of recording this video in early December, buyers can be a bit more selective. They're tending to shop a little bit longer as opposed to get me into 1, 2, 3 properties and I'll make a decision. And they don't feel as much, as much pressure when this happens. So having a game plan and a true strategy is honestly everything for, the Clermont market, especially. Pricing strategy matters more than ever right now, especially coming into 2026 here shortly in a few weeks. Accurate pricing, doing the research, and pricing to sell is what we want to do. Overpricing just is going to lead to long time on market, lots of stress, lots of frustration, and inevitably drastic price drops. So having proper preparation and an excellent presentation from the agent that you're working with is going to be key more than ever right now. Professional staging, whether it's done with actual staging with a staging company and furniture, or even just using virtual staging to a point, high quality photography, video, social media, that is all going to help as part of a key preparation. Longer days on market with the average means as a seller, you need to have more patience. You're going to have to coordinate and think about, okay, I'm coming on the market at X, say $400,000 or $500,000. I feel confident in that price, but I still may need to negotiate a little bit, whether it's after home inspection or just helping out a buyer that may need a little bit of assistance moving forward with the purchase. Mortgage rates, definitely impact everything. For the month of November, we saw an average of about 6.26. Most of the professionals that we listen to are expecting rates to drop right around the high 5s to 6% for 2026. Again, increasing buyer demand, especially I think once you see a 5% hit pretty consistently on a 30-year fix, you're just going to see a lot of buyers that have been sitting on the sidelines really flood the market. So for Clermont specifically, long-term growth is fantastic. You're seeing lots of new construction in Clermont, even in the Mineola area. High-end developments are coming in and establishing themselves. You're seeing national brokerages, open offices in the area. You're seeing lots of agents take advantage of the Clermont market. Everybody's doing this because of the growth. There's major infrastructure, mixed use developments, which is going to create thousands of jobs and just create that drive and that growth into the community. So some of the market forecast is going to see in the near term is, continued moderation. We're in the winter right now. Obviously it's Florida, so we don't get the snow like in the Northeast where I'm from. So it doesn't slow things down as much, but I would expect current rebalancing to continue probably at least through the first quarter of 2026 until we hit that spring market. Long term, Clermont is just fantastic. Growth drives location, development, the quality of life. It's just positioned fantastic for appreciation as Florida's population does grow. As rates eventually moderate and buyers adjust to the new norm, transaction velocity should increase while prices stabilize at sustainable levels. So again, this is just a quick, brief overview. Wanted to hit you with some bullet points. Whether you are buying or selling, success in today's market in Central Florida, Clermont specifically, does require expert guidance and strategic planning. So contact me today for your personalized strategy session. I can tailor that to your specific goals, where you're coming from, where you're planning to go into Central Florida. And in the meantime, download my full market report if you'd like, or schedule a one-on-one call. The link is in the description. I answer every question in the chat personally, and a one-on-one call with me, minimum of 30 minutes, kind of just discuss what you're looking for and answer any specific questions about the area. Till next time, this is Chris with Unlock Realty. We'll talk soon.